Anyway, Josh says, what do you guys think about the few amount of boss fights in games these days?
Thank God.
I love it.
What, you love the few amount?
Yeah.
He says a lot of this seems to stem from new technologies in video games, increasing the ability to deliver a stronger narrative, thus making the inclusion of a boss fight unnecessary or out of place. Are boss fights really dying, or is it because we have such a diverse library of games available?
Boss fights can be fun.
Sure.
But I think they work more in like a game that's like old Contras and stuff like that, right? Where that's what the game was. The game was a bullet hell game, and then it came to a boss, and it was about being challenged by that boss.
Right.
Whereas like by the time you beat something like maybe Arkham Asylum, like remember you played that and you got to the final boss fight and you're just like,
what the fuck is this?
Yeah, you're just like it wasn't satisfying in that same way because the game wasn't following that dynamic of grind your way through a level, fight a crazy hard boss, grind your way through a level, fight a crazy hard boss. And so it just felt like, it feels like a vestige left over from like, you know, that you're like, I guess we have to have, it's an easy way to do a climax. Like, the climax, we have to give you a really hard spike at the end.
Yep.
I don't know, that's not necessarily satisfying to me. Like, I thought it was much better when I played, I think it was Gears 3, where it's like you're in like a helicopter, and it's like two, and like that wasn't like a real boss fight. It wasn't hard. It was very.
It was
easy.
the opposite of a boss fight.
And it was like you just basically were along for the ride. Whereas in Gears 1, there was like a very typical boss fight, and I just thought that was more annoying than anything else.
We always talk about it, right? I don't understand why developers feel the need to leave. Here's the last thing you'll ever have from our game, and it's this totally frustrating, hard bosses of us trying to make you feel like you've overcome something great, when really I just want to ride off into the sunset.
Sure,
right?
And there are games where that works, right?
Yeah.
Like whether it's Contra, but also Dark Souls. Dark Souls is a game that is what people want. You want to grind through those things and then get to that freaking boss that's going to surprise you.
But like you're talking about with like Batman games, right? Like I always loved the penguin fight where you just walk up and punch the penguin in the face and it's over.
Or Killer Croc, where it's about hiding from him and stuff.
Right.
That's a smart way to do it that feels very grounded in the universe you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they often have to, in order to make them challenging and, memorable, they have to change the mechanics, so they have to put some sort of wrinkle on it.
He beat alcoholism.
He beat alcoholism in the Dark Souls.
The best boss fight I can think of in recent memory is Portal 2, the end of Portal 2.
Sure.
And that was an awesome one.
And again, because it's like so much story-driven stuff to it as well, and it's charming. It retains, like, it doesn't, like, do a 180 on you, like other games, you're like, where'd this come from? It feels very out of place. But Portal, it was like still super Portal. Like it still had the puzzle elements that you expected. You weren't all of a sudden doing like first-person shooting.
Right, that's what I was trying to say. Is so many change the mechanics at the very last moment because I don't know, because they feel like they have to, and then it's this weird out of place thing. Like
Or they throw in a quick time event at the end, like Tomb Raider.
That's true.
Doesn't really work for me.
Yeah.
But the games, in the old days used to be they were structured totally different. They were divided into levels, right?
Yeah.
And like, is the level just going to end?
Right.
Like, it should have a climax, right?
Yeah.
And then
that makes sense.
Makes sense. Now they're not divided into levels. It's a big open world, like Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. It's just like,
the only indication you got that you finished something is like a screen comes up and it's like, good job, you finished the mission.
Why are they called bosses? Do all the other minions like report to them?
Yeah.
So
the Koopa Troopers report to King Koopa. Bowser.
Yeah.
Colloquial.
I just want to what's the hierarchy? Is the level 2 boss in charge of the level 1 boss?
Oh, no. I think they're independent contractors.
Yeah, they all...
You have your one boss,
they're like
you have
governors.
your boss, and then, you have the lines coming out to them that are all in charge of their own world or their own level.
Yeah. So, but all the bosses report to the end boss.
Right.
Yeah. But they don't report to each other. Level 1's boss doesn't report to level 2.
The governors...
Level 1 reports to the big boss, level 2 reports to the big boss.
Senators report to the president type thing, you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think that's... Do they report to the president?
I mean...
No. Maybe the president of the Senate.
There's no president.
Isn't that the vice president?
Yeah.
And isn't his title President of the Senate?
I saw House of Cards.
Me too.
Wow.
I wonder if they have
American education.
Yep.
Right, do they have performance reviews?
Like you led a few...
It's called voting.
I'm talking about video game bosses.
Okay.
But what about, the Koopa kids, is that their dad? Like, it's just a family? So basically you're just fucking up this family?
Yeah.
There have
pretty been Mario games where you killed Bowser's children.
Princesses.
I don't even remember. So were the kids involved in the kidnapping? They're supporting.
They
them?
were.
Or they're just like, are you just getting? You're just coming after.
They're all. They're
my princess.
They're
I'll get
kids
your
from a single family. They want a mom. They want to see Bowser
at the very
have a mom that they can help govern the children.
So whose mom? Who's mom Bowser? Where
she
do
died
those
in a
kids come
tragic
from?
accident. that was all caused by Mario and Luigi.
Giving birth.
No, but
They
now
screwed up a plumbing pipe. It leaked out in the street. She slipped on her back and got hit. And I mean, just fucking plowed through by a drunk Koopa Troopa.
like it's one of the Toadstool Kingdom people.
Yeah, a toad.
Now I want to know if there is like a canonical Mario mom to all these kids.
Birdo.
I was thinking about the fact that you wear that Tanuki suit and stuff, and raccoons kill and eat turtles all the time. So I was just picturing Koopa Troopers running in terror when they see you, because you're basically coming at them looking like a werewolf that's there to murder them.
Yeah. Mario.
Tearing off their shells, and, like pulling the guts out.
And then throwing the shell at the next guy in line. You're next.
It's like ripping off
I
someone's
was
head.
going to say, yeah. It's you kill someone and then throw their skull to kill someone else. Well, games are fucked up. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway, it doesn't sound like we miss boss fights that much.
No.
Because
They have a place.
Yeah, they're still there in a lot of
It can be
certain
done
games.
well, but
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's all the scoops we have for everybody this week. Thanks for joining us. Anthony, I'm really glad you could be here.
Oh, my God. It was the best. Highlighted GDC.
Do you want to take this moment to announce you're moving back to San Francisco? Or?
I wish I was. For now, I got to stay where the sad lights live.
Yeah.
So
Always right here.
you guys are always with me, too.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Greg. My name is Damon. This is ign-game-scoop, and we're out.